have a message that I want to pass on to you that has been in my ear all day today. I wrote it down. Hold on, let me pull it up. It says, if you are I messed up already. Sorry. If you are consistently trying, nothing is a waste of time. You are on the process of building. That's been replaying in my mind. If you are consistently trying, all right, if you're consistently trying at whatever it is that you want to do, want to improve on, want to accomplish, want to better about yourself or improve. I literally said the same thing, but if you are trying at your dreams, your goals, your self care, your relationships, your friendships, and it's consistent, then you are not wasting time. Nothing is or was a waste of time. It just means that you are on the process of building or creating the thing or accomplishing the thing that you are trying at. I had to tell this to myself because, sorry, I'm trying to click back. Where am I now? Okay, here we go. I had to tell this to myself because I constantly have a I don't even want to say fear, but I have like a conscious thought of I don't like to waste time. I don't like my time to be wasted. I don't like to waste time. And for the past couple of years in my life, I just, or just as I've been on my journey, as you all know, of me trying to figure out who am I? Who am I? Or at least try to accept who I am and who am I evolving into. Accept that she is who she is. I am who I am. And lost track of thought. Oh yeah. So as I've been on the journey of it, and it's like this, you guys know, I have big goals, big dreams, and I often have to say, like, I am so, so, so grateful. Great gratitude oozes out of me, and like, I'm just so, so grateful. So I never want me just being raw about my feelings to take away from all the gratitude that I feel. And I know that I'm grateful, and I know I'm blessed. Not that I'm not special. We're all blessed, and we're all all that But I'm grateful for the life that I have. I'm grateful for the people that I have in my life, and I know I wouldn't be where I am without them. And I am just I'm happy. I'm grateful for like my mom and my upbringing, instilling a confidence in me that no matter what, no matter any of my thoughts, any of my feelings, I'm still gonna push through. I'm still gonna push through. I can do it. I may do it and look like a mess, which I perceive that I've been for the past like couple of years, as I've been going through my Saturn return, which is in my first house because I'm a Pisces rising, and Saturn has been in Pisces for the past couple of years, and that has been really, really creating structure in our lives, making us be more disciplined and responsible, and setting really firm boundaries on where we're giving our energy to, who we're giving our energy to. Are we pouring into other people more than ourselves? And like just, are we giving too much of ourselves and not enough of are we giving too much of ourselves to others and letting others cross our boundaries, or things in our lives, our jobs, whatever it is, where has that been, and like really, really navigating through that. So everybody has their own things, but for me, it's definitely been very, very present because of like Saturn being in my first house. So anyways, I that's astrology talk, but I'm trying to get used to just talking about astrology, because like fuck, I love astrology. I That's why I decided to become an astrologer, to be an astrologer. And that's a part of one of the things that I've been trying to navigate, or try to accept fully, that this is what I like. This is what resonates with me. Astrology resonates with me. I love it. I've always been drawn to it, um and it's something that I just really, really, really love. And to it's okay. It is. It's what I love. I don't know how to describe it other than that. And I've been trying to like run away from it, or not really. I've just been having like a double life. Like I just feel like I've been so many different people, which actually takes me to the next thing that I've been going through astrologically, like Uranus, the planet of change, and oh gosh, what happened? Oh, the planet of change, and like being freeing yourself. Just like, let's just say change has been like conjunct my sun sign in Aquarius. So when, if for an example, Uranus being conjunct your sun means that your personality, your sun is your identity. Okay? And Uranus is about change. And if that's, when in astrology we call like conjunct, means like they're sitting on top of each other. So Uranus, the energy of Uranus is going to be highly influencing my sun sign, which is in Aquarius, meaning like if that has been near the planet of change, and like breaking free from anything that's kept me like stifled, and like innovation and stuff like that, even when it comes to like astrology and all the things like that, like tech, all that, literally that's been on top of that, has been like me changing my personality. I literally feel like I have been so many different people, and maybe because I've been trying to figure out like who I am and where do I fit, and da 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 da. So that on top of the Saturn, me having to like be more responsible, be more mature, even being consistent, being disciplined more, like showing up for myself, taking care of myself, my body. It's in my first house, so just so many things around that. And then having my Saturn return, which is like really snapping me into reality. Like the realest thing that I've realized about Saturn is like, if you like, Saturn is going, when you're in your Saturn return, you're pretty much going to be forced to learn the lessons that of the things that you've been running away from, and it's going to like the first thing I said is like hit you like a ton. The thought is like hit you like a ton of bricks, and if you have been avoiding things, especially when it comes to like your responsibilities, it's literally going to like, once you get to your Saturn return, it's like you don't, life situations are going to cause you to have to do what you have to do. And that's where sometimes, this is a little dark. I don't know. Well, maybe I should wait for my actual Saturn video. But anyways, I'm just going to say that's why, if anybody has heard of like when you turn, because your Saturn return usually starts like when you're 27, 28 to like 30. The end of your 20s is when your Saturn return, which if you think about it, a lot of people say like, at the end of their 20s, it's usually rough. Like that's when stuff starts happening in your life. Like that's when like 20s get, I mean, yes, your whole 20s is all, but like, that's where you realize that like stuff, you really start to get tested, and it's either like you're gonna like pass and like, or not pass, but you're gonna like push through, or it's going to like crumble you. But knowing that if you do push through and learn the lessons, then you will get rewarded at the end. Because that's the thing about Saturn. It's like if you listen and you be responsible and you do what you have to do, then you will get rewarded. It's kind of like discipline. If you stay disciplined and you decide to be committed and be disciplined for until you need to be to get to where you're trying to get to, then you're gonna get the reward. And like I should have known my Aquarius ass was gonna be like so and just not just being an Aquarius, but me just being a rebellious person, a person that wants to do things her way, a person that wants to be stubborn, or not wants to be, I just am like that, because I just like be feeling like stifled when people tell me what to do, and it's like, even if they're trying to help me, I've had to just learn, okay? And sometimes, some people just have to do it their way and fall on their asses multiple times to learn the lesson. And just so many things. So, I just had to learn a lot. And unfortunately, I'm the kind of person, it ended up like, I had to learn the hard way. And, even when it comes to like my channel, so going back to, what I first started off with is like nothing was a waste of time. So if I think of the past couple of years, of course I had like a rough couple of years. I dealt with grief. I had a lot of family stuff going on for me. I was like in and out of the hospital, Not thankfully, I'm grateful to know that, because it could have been for me, but even outside of it not being me, I've been in the hospital, I've been in the hospital more in these past couple of years, more times in my life than I've ever have. And I used to be scared of hospitals. I know I've talked about this before, but it's just so weird of like the things, but I'm just, so like facing like stuff, like like death, and having to face my fears, which has always been like something happening to me or something happening to my family, like that has happened. So, that could be another Saturn thing, but also the other thing that's been happening, so this Uranus has been conjunct with my sun, so change of personalities, like constantly changing, thinking I'm one person, or like, or not even thinking, but knowing, like trying to navigate through this, and then also the first house has to do with your identity. So for me to have Saturn in my first house and experiencing my Saturn return, is like, is literally tied to my identity. So I've been saying, like, for the past couple of years, I've been going through like this identity crisis, but that also on top of the sun, like Uranus being conjunct my sun, that makes sense, as I'm like, I feel like a crazy person that has multiple identities, when it's like, I'm not trying to be like that. I'm just trying to figure out, like, who am I? Who the fuck am I? And like, or also just like accepting this part of me, but it's like, I'm not just one person. I'm not just one thing. I have so many interests and so many things, and I want to do it all. And I'm just interested, like, I don't want to, and that's another thing. I'm an Aquarius, so I'm not going to be fucking caged in a box. So even the fact of, I've even had to grow with like calling myself an astrologer, because like, I feel like if I like claim that, then I'm going to be put in the astrologer box. But it's like, no, I like, I like to call myself an intuitive practitioner of some sort as well, because I like to combine that. I also am like host, circles. So like a circle hostess, I don't even know what you call it. I feel like there's a correct word for that, but also like I still love like to create content, and like I love fashion, and I love dressing up. But also, like, I just love a lot of things, I like to dance, so I don't want to, like, cage myself. So anyways, there's just been trying to navigate that. And then on top of that, Pluto is in Aquarius, and I'm an Aquarius, and Pluto has been... Sorry, I'm getting, like, congested again. This always happens every time I start talking or on the camera. But yeah, Pluto has been conjunct my sun sign too. And Pluto is about death and rebirth, destruction, and destruction of something old that had like that literally like breaking down the foundation of something because it's like uh outdated or old, and needing that to be like a death happening, a destruction for something new to be rebuilt that is better. Like that's transforming you, evolving you, elevating you. So, but then also like Pluto can have to be like can also tie to ego and as well. So, and as well. I just laugh at the things like how. Okay, anyways. So yeah, that also being conjunct my sun sign. So that means literally not only am I freaking changing every freaking day like a crazy person, and also that ties to the freedom part of me. The part of me that's like literally been like so against anybody, any advice that is like seems to be control or constrict my freedom, which is on one end great, like go girl, okay, like definitely don't like be stifled, but also it could be reckless to where it's like, girl, you're trying to fight for your freedom so much that ending up in a terrible situation because you probably should have took that advice from the other people. Like balance. Hello, you can still have your freedom but still like take advice from people and not do it your way, because some people actually know better than you in certain areas. So anyways, so that, but then also the Pluto part of me, the Pluto in Aquarius, or yeah, Pluto conjunct is like this, like pretty much, I guess you would call it like going through a major transformation, like going through a death and rebirth of myself, like this, like yeah, like having to also deal with things in life that shatter my world, shatter me to where now, but then it makes me stronger with the and then it feels like having it like kind of destroying to and then rebuilding. And I guess the first thing that makes me think of that is like I guess going through the changes of myself and then realizing no, that doesn't align, or I don't know, like just it's like, I don't know, like restarting all the time, like ending something then restarting. That has to do with like all the channels that I've created and all the freaking times where I like have been coming on camera and it's like, okay, I'm doing this again, or okay, I'm gonna be serious this time, or da 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 da. Like I don't know, that's kind of how I feel. And then like going through a lot of like other stuff because like yeah, my sun sign is in the 12th house. So like 12th house is all about like mental health and anxieties and like just like shadows, dealing with your shadows. And also like loss to hospitals. 12th house has to do with hospitals, like all the hidden parts of life. So like a lot of like stuff happening there. And then also like spiritually I've been like going through like transformation as well. So it's just been a lot. Did you understand any of that? And that's another thing. Like the astrologer in me just wants to like talk about, like when I talk, I intertwine astrology and it just makes sense in my head because like if anybody who's into astrology, they know like this is how it is. So this is like exactly but yeah, that part I've been holding back, and then even like my experience as like a a spiritually connected woman. So I've been like really filtering things, and I had a really amazing talk with the owner of the metaphysical business that I work for, and yeah, she gave me really, really clarifying insight. And this is another reason why, like, I just posted a video where I was talking about, like, I was going through, I was going through it last month because I realized that, like I've made a lot of really not smart financial decisions, and that's another thing that's like caught up with me. But also it means, unfortunately, that I have to really like crack down on my finances, which makes sense. Hello, I'm a Pisces rising. This is Aries season. Aries, the sun in Aries has been going through my second house, which was ruled by Aries. There's a lot of things, Venus, Mercury. So I have a lot of like any other Pisces risings. I'm pretty sure you're going through like finances stuff, or like your values, or like the things you own, or anything around that. Like, yeah, like how you make your money, how you manage, that stuff, how you manage your money. But yeah, so I'm just letting, this is like me, you guys. I'm just laughing because I'm like, wow, I'm like being my full self of just like talking about astrology, and it's like, yeah, it feels good. But anyway, so without overthinking it. But yeah, so yeah, what was I saying? Oh, so that was really like, I was going through it to where I was like torn, because like people that love and care about me were saying like, you need to get another job, like you need to get a job that pays you more than what you're getting paid. And I felt really conflicted, because yeah, it makes sense, because yeah, as a social media marketer, I could be getting paid more than I'm getting paid now, being in like a bigger business, but I never really wanted that, because I only wanted something that was part-time, and I wanted something that was very flexible. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm not working to get a job, to like work for somebody. I want to work for myself. I want to be an entrepreneur. So I don't want to. And then I also have a problem with like overly committing myself to something and then forgetting about my own self. I think that's the Pisces energy, Pisces rising. I'm just deciding to tell all my astrology, but I'm also a Pisces Venus, okay? So a lot of like self-sacrificing without even realizing that I'm doing it, because I just care so much about other people. And then on top of the Aquarius, and then the Aries moon in me, like Aquarius, I live for people. And then the Aries moon is like the passion. So it's like anytime that I have an opportunity to help somebody, like I can just give it my all and then lose sight of myself. But then that Aries moon in me, like always, like later on, just like I start to feel the resentment. I start to feel the anger of like, you betrayed yourself. Like you're supposed to be like, you're forgetting all about yourself. And anyway, so yeah, I could just get super passionate in helping other people. And then I realized, oh shoot, like, hello, like I didn't totally like forget about myself. So yeah, so yeah, that is that. I've lost my train of thought. I think I'm just veering off at this point. So yeah, the point is, if I look at my past couple years, I just feel like I've been documenting the process, of like, what the heck, this has been happening. Like a girl that's been like literally on a journey of like, I guess I'm fighting with who I know that I am, but also like, how the fuck do I navigate this? And because I have so many parts to me, it's not like I can be put in any freaking lane. And then with the online, I think it's different now, but before, you were supposed to like niche yourself. It's better to niche yourself, used to be, so then people can like gravitate towards you, right? Like it, like, like as a content creator, it makes more sense to just be one thing. So then the algorithm can be like, all right, I know who that girl is. She's the natural hair girl. So let's bring natural hair people to her. But when I'm one person, when I'm the beauty girl one day, then I'm the astrologer another day, then I'm the spiritual girl the next day, when I'm the dancer the other day, I feel like the algorithm will be like, what the fuck? I don't send her nothing, because this girl don't know who the fuck she wants to be, and I can't figure it out. She complicated. Move on next. Not really, but yeah. And so, but then it's like I can't do that. I'm not gonna be fit, but I'm not going to fit in anything. I'm not, and I won't. I'm done. Bruh. um I'm just talking like anyways. So I am done. I'm done running away from my current calling, my current purpose to be me proudly so I can help and inspire others to be them proudly. And attract people who are just as complexly fucked up as I am. I'm just kidding. Well, that are complex like me. And yeah, that was another lesson that I had to learn. I need to stop trying to chase after people who don't accept me for me. That's another Pisces Venus thing. Ugh. We can or Pisces energy can merge themselves to fit somebody else. So good. So good. I don't do it on purpose, but it's like I can sense people's energies, and I can just if I'm around them, or not even sense, but it's like I just do this thing where I can be like a chameleon. And it's just, I don't know, it's just a thing. I don't even think about it, but it's just that. And then I lose sight of or minimize myself, my own things, or my true self. And not that I'm being fake, I just can empathize with other people, and so then I merge into who they need me to be. Does that make sense? Without doing it. It's a form of love, if that makes sense. So anyways, yeah, and that's another thing about Pisces energy, especially Pisces Venus, is or just Pisces energy, is that you also have the ability to see people who are in need, or you feel that are in need, and you just have so much compassion for them that you just want to help. And maybe they're not in need, but they're I guess, maybe not loved enough, or just or don't accept themselves, or you just see the potential in everyone more than they can even see it for themselves. And so yeah, I don't know, I have a tendency to go towards those kind of people, and then forget about and not forget, but I don't know, that's just where I just I have this I don't want to say savior complex, but maybe. And then then that happens, and then I just get crushed because yeah, it just doesn't end well. And then I feel I guess when I say I feel oh, will I ever find or connect, or connect? I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, I guess what I would say, will I ever find my people? But it's girl, your people has been there the whole time. You just have been running away from them. Why is it that you gravitate towards these other people? Because you want to help them or whatever. Why is it that you gravitate towards people don't fully accept you or want to change you or anything like that, and why don't I be with the people? I don't know. I don't know. Woo, I'm getting deep here. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm done doing that, okay? I really am, guys. I just, it's like, any of you remember when I actually came back to this channel and I ended up talking with Gary Vee? And, he told me, yeah, I was like, I don't know why I keep feeling like I need to come back to Just Creations, but I do. And then he told me like to start, and I did. And it's funny because yesterday, literally, I just again, I swear that freaking Uranus and Pluto energy was like, I need to go back to my health, to like, I need to build, like, create. I have my business that I want to create is called Healthy Girl Healing, and I have a YouTube channel for that, and I want to start, like I've always said, like I need to start posting on my other, like on my business accounts to grow that. And so I was like, you know what? No one really, like, I was just kind of like, maybe I should just like start doing my content on there again. Maybe I should just use Just Creations for when I want to like do beauty stuff or hair stuff or dance stuff. And I should just keep it that. I should stop trying to come on here and like talk about astrology because it just makes me uncomfortable. And maybe that's why I need to just like, that's why it doesn't, maybe that's a sign that maybe, because I feel uncomfortable and I feel like I can't be myself, that I need to, yeah, maybe that's a sign that I'm not doing it at the right platform. Maybe that's the sign that I need to go on my Healthy Girl Healing, because then when I'm on my Healthy Girl Healing, I'll feel more comfortable. But I'm only feeling more comfortable because I'm away from, like, I'm running away, I feel. And I feel like, and so it's interesting though, because, okay, so this is what's so funny is that I was going to start doing that literally last night. And so I have a TikTok, okay? And the TikTok right now is the YouTube channel that's linked to on TikTok is Just Creations. So I took it off, and I was going to replace it with Healthy Girl Healing, because I'm going to start posting. I was like, all right, I really want to start like posting on TikTok every day. And so I was like, okay, so I'm going to like clip my long form post that I do on Healthy Girl Healing starting today, like starting whatever, and then I'm gonna like just direct them if they want to watch the longer form video of it. Then I was going to like have them go to my YouTube channel, which I was gonna put as Healthy Girl Healing, because I want that to be like my official page that I try to build towards, right? And so these are the things that I have, guys. I know I so bad because I don't do this to betray anybody, or it's not you guys. It's just like me and my mind of thinking like maybe this way will feel better or whatever. I'm trying to figure out like what am I supposed to be doing, I'm just pulling like cards as I well, I guess I can show you. What's this one? Claim your boundaries. What? Okay, we'll talk about that. So yeah, I was just kind of like, claim your boundaries against your thoughts. It's kind of what it came to me. But anyways, yeah, so I was already like thinking about that, planning, and I was like, okay, I'm going to fully commit, because I've been really, like I said, feeling like I want to do like a challenge to where and I always do challenges. I know. But I was like, I really, really like want to commit and be consistent. So it's like, okay, if I decide to be consistent, I need to like figure out some platform, because like trying to do it on all is like too much for me, okay? Like time wise, I just don't have the time. So I'm like, all right, Jess, if you're going to fully go in and commit and be like your whole true self, just be exposed, be the astrology girl, be all the parts of you that you want, and just be it without any filter, without any help holding back. And so I was like, all right, well, if I'm going to do that, then I might as well do that on my Healthy Girl Healing page, because like that's where my business is gonna grow, or that's where I want my business, blah blah. And then I'm like, people on Just Creations, like, I keep feeling like I'm trying to build something to like that doesn't that like nobody wants to see, even though I know that's not true, because it's literally like, I know I get like, a couple, like I get like 100 views at least on like most of my videos, so I know 100 of you, which is a lot of you, really seem to like this. Or maybe, this is the doubt mind in my head, is like, oh, or maybe these people are just like, not these people, you beautiful people, are like, maybe they're just coming to see, like, is she doing hair stuff again? Or like, is she doing, even though I know that the true part of me, like, intuitively I know, like, no, that's not true, like, they're actually interested. But yeah. Or my mind would be like, oh, is it like people that are like spying on me because they're like, oh, look at this lame girl that literally like is a flop, and let me see whatever crisis she's going through. Like, I just be feeling people, I don't know, and it's like, but then Gary Vee literally told me, like, nobody really cares. People don't care that much about you, like, and it's like, yeah, you're right. I should, and it's funny because the lady today told me the same thing. So, like, I'm thinking people are caring, but really they don't. They don't care about us the way you think. Like, people are living their lives, So I should live mine, right? But yeah, so anyways, I had this thought, okay, going back to, okay, so I was gonna change my channel on my YouTube. I was gonna change the link to my YouTube channel, which was Just Creations, to Healthy Girl Healing, but it wasn't letting me. And I was getting pissed because I'm like, why is this just not working? And I just kept, and so I didn't get it last night, so I just didn't post a video that I had ready to post. And then today I tried it again. It wasn't working, and it literally wasn't showing up my Healthy Girl Healing like YouTube channel, even though I was trying to get it, and it was showing Just Creations and everything else, but it wasn't doing that. And so I ended up having to talk with the lady, which her name is Sharon. Okay, so I can call her Sharon. But yeah, yeah, she told me that she feels intuitively that I need to stick with Just Creations. Even though I know this in my heart, you guys, I know this. I've gotten so many, affirming things, like I know it intuitively, I hear God tell me it. I talk to other people, but this is why, unfortunately, this is why it's just so good, like, to have a support system and have different people in your lives and just like that, because it's like sometimes you really do need to hear it. I don't know. You just have to hear it multiple times in different ways, and just be affirmed, because it's not like, I mean, I decided to listen, I'm still posting on here, even though I've been like back and forth on it, but I'm still here, but it's still like, it's still working through the, like, not doubts, but it's like I'm getting to the point to where I'm really really like wanting to be committed, and I'm getting better. I know you guys see it. Okay, I see it. I'm so happy. And I'm really, I don't know, maybe I'm maturing and I'm really starting to realize, like, what are the things that I want to have, like, build, what foundations do I want to set for myself that I want to be in my future. And I decided I want you guys in my future, okay? I want us to be together forever. Hug. I'm just kidding. No, but I do want, I have, I guess it's just a little nerve-wracking to commit to something fully, especially and that's why you got to leave the past in the past, because if I think about, like, what happened with Just Creations and it changing, and I built something, and then I just completely, like, changed, and then it just completely destructed. That's also like Pluto and Aquarius transit, or just in it, all of that, that's scary to think, like, oh shoot, like that happened, and if I commit to this again in the same place, like, I just hope everything is worth it and works out in the end, and I know it will. I know it, and it is currently. It's unfolding, it's shaping. even the fact that I have like 100 people that are coming here every day, you people that I hope to really like meet, that's another thing. Like you guys know I've been talking about this so long that I'm really like over the surface level social media stuff. Like it is about time that we use social media as a way to connect with our people. And I'm no different than you, okay? I know there's certain people on social media that just because they have a number, they're like, it puts them on some pedestal. Nobody's on a pedestal, okay? We are all the same, just like you watching. If you don't have a YouTube channel, we're the same. We just decided to take action, and regardless, I mean, not take action because you're probably taking action, but put ourselves out there. That's literally the only difference. I'm no special than you, no different than you. And yeah, so I just want to like provide, but that's another thing too. Like when I I just want to provide spaces to have more conversations, and like, and help people, help people navigate through the challenges of life, and like just like accepting themselves and like their gifts and their abilities and their like just all of the things, okay? And most importantly, like I've learned recently, I've honed in on like connection is my like main thing that I really want to bring to everybody. I want you to feel connected. There's no reason I feel that that there should be anybody that is lonely out there. There is no reason. We're on social media. Like, what the freak? What the freak? That's a problem. I want to change that. It's a problem that there's people out there that don't have friends. That needs to change. And like or even if not friends, because yes, you should be discerning of who you call your friend. Just because like somebody is like-minded doesn't mean that you guys are friends, but maybe you could be like really good, like have a connection or whatever, you could learn something from each other or whatever. But yeah, so going back to it. So yeah, anyway, so that happened. What the TikTok wasn't letting me. That was a sign. That was like, God, like, girl, you not. What do we tell you? Like, why are you still trying to run back? You put it in your mind. No. And then so yeah, that happened, and then it was funny. And then I had to talk with Sharon, and yeah, she affirmed it. What I already knew, she just like solidified it, because like I said, I like now that I'm really deciding like, okay, what do I want to commit to? Commitment's been a big word for me for this year. I'm sure other people too, especially people with Pisces, Aquarius, Aries, Capricorn. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people, but yeah, so it's just kind of like, what do I want to commit to? And so I'm really like having to decide, because I have to decide if I want to like do it. So yeah, so yeah, so I'm deciding to just stay on Just Creations, and I'm gonna combine Just Creations and Healthy Girl Healing. Thanks to the advice of Sharon, which is like obviously, but everybody, Gary V, God, my guides, all the things, all the signs and signals and like affirmings and stuff like that. Even me as an astrologer, like I know I see it in my chart. It's just kind of like, sometimes, you can be a stubborn little girl, a stubborn little person. But it's okay. Like I said, it hasn't stopped me. It maybe have like limit me, because my hesitation has made me like move slower than where I could have been at right now. But actually, I know I'm exactly where I need to be, because everything is on time. Like, we're right on time. Everything happens for a reason. So when I go back to the initial statement of like, nothing was a waste of time, if I initially like look and feel like, oh my gosh, like, if I just look at my whole channel and look at everything I've been, I just feel like it's just been a girl every day complaining about like a girl saying the same thing. And like, I don't know, like I honestly don't even be knowing why some people be watching. Well, I do say this jokingly because I just feel like I just been like navigating on this self-identity crisis, but at the same time, I'm a reflection of you guys that's watching. So therefore, I know you guys are on the same stuff too. And it's okay. It's a journey. It's a process. And, I actually feel really good that I'm putting myself out there. So then you guys could feel like you can see obviously that you're not crazy. You're not alone. And, no matter how many times I've humiliated myself, because I really don't I don't know. I just I don't experience. Anyway, I just put myself out there, okay? I put myself out there. I take action first, think later, which is great in some areas, but not great in other areas, in some areas, But yeah, so I am, yeah. So in my head, I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is a waste of time. All these videos that I filmed that I never put out, was that a waste of time? But it's like, no. Because it's funny because now all the stuff that I have been doing over the past couple of years, all the videos that I have been having in the back, all the things is coming up now. And it's starting to resurface, and it's also starting to resurface at the time where I'm really wanting to commit. And so, with the retrograde that we just ended with, we just ended retrograde. Oh yeah, Mercury's out of retrograde. Woo! Thank goodness. And makes sense, all this clarity that I'm receiving, and hopefully you guys are receiving as well. Yeah, maybe this video could be a confirmation for you all to stop running away from the things that are a part of the dream, your dream life, and your dreams. Stop running away from it. I'm pretty sure there's been a lot of past stuff coming up for you. The things that you started, projects that you started, things that whatever, and it's coming up. Videos that you've created, pictures that you've taken that are just in your archive. And that you haven't. Okay, so now repurpose start. You can still use those to tell your story, and or just repost, or whatever, repurpose them, but also use them. So okay, I'm getting tired and hungry at this point. How long have I been talking? Way longer than I anticipated, but it's okay. I just felt like this was something I really wanted to talk about. Yeah. So I pulled some cards. I only pulled 2 cards as I was talking about this. Like I said, the first card was claim your boundaries. Okay, so what do you need to say no to? What do you need to say no to? You're done. Okay, let me stop saying you're done, but because it's a process. Nothing's gonna be perfect. But what are you gonna say no to? For the first thing that came in my mind was saying no to holding myself back. Saying no to those thoughts that try to creep up in my mind. Saying no to holding myself back. Like I said, fuck that. I'm not doing that shit anymore. And I'm also saying no to people pleasing, which honestly, full moon's coming up, and that's gonna be in Libra, all about in letting go of people pleasing. But yeah, I'm saying no to that. I'm done chasing after people who are not into the things that I are into. I'm done trying to force my opinions and my beliefs and tell everybody hey, astrology is great, guys. See, being spiritual is great, guys. See, no, I don't need to do that. I need to be around people who believe that already and are into that already, and or who are open to it and interested in it, and stop trying to find people to convince because oh my gosh, if you tried this would change your life. No anymore. Not anymore. No. Okay? So all right. Okay, God, now I get it now. Okay, now you can give me my blessings. I'm just kidding. If only. Okay, but yeah. I feel really blessed at the place that I am, God. Okay, so thank you. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying no to, claiming my boundaries too. Okay, and then I'm getting really hungry and lightheaded. I need to eat. The other thing is Page of Cups reverse. Cups has to do with your feelings, your emotions. Page is the it's this is like the new energy start, beginner energy. So I don't know, is there a releasing that's needing to happen? That's gonna I'm releasing emotions that's gonna be the start of something that I'm gonna create, releasing something first so I can like create, or I don't know, like healing some, dealing with some internal feelings. Let's see. Page of Cups. Okay. The Page of Cups is indicative of receiving a sensitive message. I started didn't oh my gosh, I started off this video saying that I had a message for you guys. Okay. And also Mercury is in Pisces, and as a Pisces, with all this Pisces energy, like I'm feeling it. Like obviously, Mercury is literally in my first house, which is about like talking about my identity, myself, like and like putting myself out there and talking about my journey to help heal other people, or not heal, but like help people, other people, like oh my gosh, and also Pisces Mercury represents like it is a sensitive, very compassionate and sensitive energy too. Okay, sorry, I'm getting excited. Okay, let's start over, and I'm gonna not interrupt myself. The Page of Cups is indicative of receiving a sensitive message. It may bubble up from your subconscious or come from the outside world. The spirit of the Page of Cups is creative in imparting their uplifting message, and will use any means necessary to reach you when you need support. It may also indicate the presence of your muse or foretell of inspiration. It may indicate the presence of your muse and foretell of inspiration, ideas, and new concepts that are coming your way. This is especially helpful if you're an artist or a creator of any kind. The message of this card is that you are supported, and all the help you need is available to you. Listen and look for what you seek with a willing heart. Okay? So that's the upright energy. That's the energy that we're trying to get into, right? But this came reversed, okay? So the reverse keywords could be maybe having unrealistic expectations or unrealistic thoughts, like things that are not like unrealistic, which makes sense with the Pisces energy because it could be a little delulu about things. And I felt like, yeah, like I have a lot of that's just okay. We'll just keep it there. Emotional manipulation and head in the clouds. Is that not like freaking spot on for Mercury? Mercury and Pisces energy. So yeah, I think unrealistic emotional manipulation, head in the clouds. Okay, so I would just say like I have experienced or had an experience recently that that I had unrealistic expectations. Like I had expectations for something. And I got snapped back into reality, and I knew in my heart, like if I was honest with myself, it was one of those like, oh, this call to like help someone or like that being that Pisces energy, like wanting to like help, or seeing, I don't know, it just came from that, like feeling like I needed to like help, I guess it would just say. And yeah, it just didn't work out. It just didn't. So yeah, I just also just had unrealistic expectations of that. And it could be also like, yeah. So anyways, head in the clouds, yeah. Emotional manipulation. Oh, yep, feel that. Yeah, I feel it. Do you feel that? Has that happened for you? this has been really fun. You know, I just want to end off, and I mean this wholeheartedly, that I really, 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 really hope that I can um like meet you all, the ones that have been watching my videos for so long or just recently found me, and you really are drawn and you really align with my journey. I want you to, I hope to inspire you to put yourself out there more, and I hope to inspire you to be involved in the spaces that I'm going to be creating for people just like you, because that's the only thing. Or if not even me, with me, I want you to put yourself out there in real life. Like, or not, that isn't real life, why do I always say that, offline, there we go. This is real life, at least here. You guys know this is too real sometimes. I'm just like, do I have to be so real? Can I just be like the content creator that just posts all the highlight reels? Why can I be the one that just pretends not say pretends, but puts on my best self? I just have to anyways, it's okay. I appreciate it. I know, I accept this about myself. It is what it is. I love that. Because I want to attract like authentic people, and like people who are real and raw, and this is a part of my journey. I want to help people navigate through like the not cute parts of life sometimes. I know, the cute and the not so cute. But yeah, I just want you to like put yourself out there more, please. For you. Because regardless if it works out or not, you will learn something about yourself that you needed to learn, so you can evolve and elevate to the person that you to your higher self, and the best version of yourself, which is you. Like, you don't need to like change any, like, to your core, your identity. That's you are beautiful. That's enough. But yes, like, there are things that you need to like, that it'll be helpful for you to like learn, so you can like evolve. Just know that it just takes you. Like, you can't not point the finger to anybody. It's like, whenever you're ready, and and I feel like you are feeling it, like it's now, and you just have to like commit to it. And when you commit, that doesn't mean like going hard and overwhelming yourself. No, you just take little baby steps and commit to doing something every day that's going to get you there. So whatever that looks like. But like I said, also not having expectations. That's another thing. That's another thing. Like, don't have high expectations. Don't be unrealistic. And like I said, if you encounter a challenge or you get rejected or anything like that, just don't take that seriously, and always think about, what is the lesson? What is the lesson in this? What did this lesson teach me? Because everything, once again, is happening like for you, not to you. So just remember that. All right? I'm sending you so much love. I'm sending you all so much love. I can almost feel the energy through this. Like, I can feel your hearts through this. And I just want you to know that, especially people who really like, either you can relate to a lot of the things that I've been going through, but also if you're Pisces, any people with Pisces energy, any people with like, especially Pisces energy, definitely, Pisces risings, Pisces, even Aquarius, because we got the Pluto in Aquarius, and so much things have been Aquarius, and, everybody out there, okay? But just really want to extend my hearts out to Pisces people, because my gosh, have we been all, like, Pisces, like, can they get over Pisces energy? Like, Pisces energy has been, like, going strong, and, like, so many things, and then we got the Pisces North Node, which... great. That is finally, after everything we've been through with this freaking Saturn and Neptune, which is fine, but I think we are finally going to be reaching like elevating into ourselves. And like all of our like hard work is gonna like pay off and on ourselves, forget the material or the like whatever. It's like our souls elevating. And as long as we put ourselves out there, because people need you. Okay? People need to people need you and what you offer them. So think about that. So yeah. It feels good to say that I'm committing to just creation. You guys like, man, it took you this long, girl. You just betrayed us. I'm just kidding. Nobody's thinking about that, okay? Nobody cares. Like, I'm just going to tell myself, like, nobody cares about you, girl. Okay? You care about you. And you do what God has put you here to do. Spirit God, my team here, my ancestors just doing the work, continuing the work that they started, and that is just following my heart. So you follow yours. So cute and cheesy. Man, I just turned into a whole cornball. Like, the Aries moon in me really don't be liking this man. Like, it's okay. I still have my inner bad girl in me. Bad gal by Riri. That I feel. I feel like I always have my inner bad gal. So understand that all parts of me. You guys see. You guys know. But you gonna find out for real. Alright? This cute, little, sensitive, sweet parts. That's a part of me too. But once again, and that's the Aquarius talking. Because it's like, don't label me now. Okay? Because I got all sides to me. Okay? And then we're gonna let it shine. Okay, I think I'm done. This is great. I really want to just, like I said, tell you, those that have been like that come and watch my content every day. Just know I appreciate you, and I'm sorry that it seems like I haven't been appreciating you because I've been like leaving. But I want to commit. Because you guys have committed to me for so long too, with just showing up. And I guess words don't matter because I've been saying this for so long. So I guess I just want to say that, but I want to let my actions speak more than my words. I think that needs to be something that I do. So yeah. Wow. Hallelujah to Mercury being freaking out at retrograde. I think, wow, this feels right on time. Now, if Venus can get the fuck out of retrograde, then we'll be right, guys. This is gonna be a good month, okay? I just love talking so much and then drawing things off. Like, okay, I'm for real. Okay, bye. Bye.